If you want to be great, you have to start somewhere. I might have been born to lead, but I wasn't born great. You develop into your greatness or into the elite area. To me, it starts with competence. Like before you can be great and before you can lead, you have to be very, very competent in what you're being tasked with doing. So what am I in? I'm a coach. Before I was a coach, I was a player. I had to be really competent in the skills that are required for me to be a good player. I can't skip over that and the time it takes to develop that and hope that I can be great and then lead people. So it starts with devoting time, lots of time, into developing the skills that are needed for whatever you're doing.
Sure.
And so that I think people try to skip over or they try to speed up. And it takes hours and hours and hours and hours to devote to be great at something. And so you can't skip that step. You can't. You have to do that. And so there's this period, it's almost like an incubation period that we all are in our lives that we have to develop those things. And you want to get to the end or you want to get to the promised land, and you want to get to that because the promised land in the end usually has more compensation, more resources, more attention, right? More adoration, it has all those things. And so people want to get there first. And there's a period of development. And that period of development is going to be different lengths for different people. That's what takes people out of that period early, is that they're so concerned that someone else's incubation period was shorter than theirs.
Right, yeah.
They're shorter than theirs. You want to know why? Because they're not being prepared for what you're being prepared for. They're not.
Amazing.
What you're being prepared for is different than what someone else is being prepared for. So for you to compare lengths of an incubation period is futile. It makes zero sense because what you're called to do is going to be different than what another person is called to do. So one of the biggest ways to fail and fail quickly is to decide that it's time. You decide it's time to be out of that incubation period before you're supposed to be.
You're talking to your players right now.
And then I'm talking
to people, right? Yeah.
Because you jump out of that early and now stuff comes at you and you're not ready.